I'm Katie, and this is Living in the Now. On my channel, I talk about everyday manifesting, stories and examples to help you to manifest everything you desire. Today's video is about how to make circumstances powerless. What's a circumstance? It's basically anything you see as in the way of what you want, or preventing what you want, like situations, conditions, finances, income. If a person you like lives miles away, or is dating another person, these are all circumstances. Like, I've been without money all my life, or I've never had a good relationship. The person I like is this or that. It's basically anything, event, or excuse you'd say that is in the way or prevents you from having what you want. Like, I want to go to that concert, yet I don't have money to go. Well, then not having the money to go is a circumstance. And so that circumstance doesn't have to matter or prevent you from going. If you adjust your thoughts, you can manifest and get what you want. Your thoughts are the core to everything. Your thoughts are what is important. Thought stories are what replace the old negative thoughts about your desires. So one way you'd make circumstances powerless is that you don't react as old things or programs come up. If you remain saying what you do want, those old things dissolve. If your old stories were, men don't want to commit to me, maybe a man shows up and says he doesn't want to commit. You'd be like, okay, I understand. And you'd be unbothered by it. Why? Because that's an old thought. And you can shift and change it. You aren't buying it. You can change it. So then you'd go back to your thoughts and be like, I say what I want and it happens. I always get what I want. I want men to want to commit to me now. Or I want the specific person's name or person's name you're dating to want to commit to me now. And a wanted story about it. Then they get the idea and think it's their idea and want to then commit to you. But you have to not be reacting or upset as it changes to what you do want. You would keep saying your wanted story and leave it. Oh, he still doesn't want to commit to me. Okay, that's okay. I see that. And say your wanted story again and leave it as positive. So you'd not be every day, all day, affirming it over and over and over. Just do it when it comes up or comes to mind. Reacting to things is focused on not having it. See if you reacted to that, that means you are focused on don't have a commitment. You react because you feel like you don't have a commitment or won't have one. Reacting is focused on the having of no commitment. But if you observe it, don't react. Say, I understand. Okay, that is okay. And return to your thoughts and what you do want. That is then having what you want. And it changes and you get what you want. For a new job, they say we have a few candidates to consider. We aren't ready to hire you yet. You not react and be like, okay, I understand. Since you said you wanted a story for a job already, you know you have a job, the having of it. So anything outside of you doesn't affect you, because you feel you have what you want. Reacting would imply, don't have a job. Maybe another situation comes up. You said your wanted story. You did the manifestation method correctly. For example, you said you wanted to go to a concert and did the wanted story. Then you see that concert was sold out. You don't react. That is a circumstance that you know doesn't have to matter or affect your desire to go to the concert. By not reacting, that makes the circumstance powerless. In your thoughts, you'd think, no problem, we will see how it works out. Then you go back to your thoughts like, I want to go to the concert anyway. I want a way to go to the concert. You already see yourself as having it from your wanted story, so this circumstance doesn't matter. Since you made it not matter, it can still manifest. Maybe a person invites you. Maybe tickets go on sale or become available another way. Maybe you win them. Maybe people can't go or can't end up going to the concert and try to sell them. The way you interpret things makes it so. You're not buying it, as in not caring or believing it, because it's not your end result. If you said you wanted story, saw yourself as having it, then you'd see yourself as having it. So anything that is not you having it isn't accepted or believed by you. Another example, there's some specialty type item. Okay, there's only so many and in so many places. It would be like no matter how many stores you call, they don't have it, deny you, don't want you, don't anything that says no or you can't have it. But you aren't buying it or believing that. Because your initial wanted story, you said, is that your thoughts create and you saw the having of it. So until you actually have it, nothing else matters or bothers you or affects you, or your mood, or your thoughts. You say, it can happen anyway. I said what I want and it happens. I always get what I want. If you want step-by-step how to manifest, see my video called Guess What? Manifesting Can Be Easy. And Manifest Fast in 3 Simple Steps, how I made manifesting easy for me. Those ones will tell you how to do this and how to manifest step by step, and what a wanted story is. So once you have that down, then this is where the circumstances and making them powerless comes in. For a relationship, if they say, I don't want to be with you, you'd say, okay. Why? Because you're not buying it or believing it. You know it can shift and change. Your wanted story said you were together and that you have them. So anything between your wanted story and the end manifestation doesn't emotionally affect you or your thoughts. You don't react or get upset. You just observe it and accept it because it can change and will change. You just have to then adjust your thoughts and your story. Accepting it, not reacting, makes it powerless. Unable to affect you moving forward. Doesn't let it affect you emotionally. Stay in your power. Don't let stuff affect you emotionally. Observe the circumstance or thing as it comes up, but know it can change. You don't get angry or upset because you don't buy it or believe it because you know you can change it. Being accepting allows it to change. Makes for no negative thoughts about what you want. And the only thing preventing your desires is your bad thoughts about it. So see how that works for no bad thoughts about your desire? An example, a person says, I don't want to be with you. Okay, I'll help you. I love you. What do you want to do? You act like that or say that because you're not buying it. So you don't get angry or upset at all. Deal with it and things lovingly or accept it so it can change. Okay, what can I do for you? How can I help you? You don't want this? That's fine. What can I do to help you go through this? Why are you not reacting and not getting upset? Because you're not buying it, and it makes it powerless and then able to shift. If you did react, what are you doing? You're having bad thoughts about it. And what's the only thing preventing your desires? Your bad thoughts about it. So this acceptance and not reacting means no bad thoughts about it. And from no bad thoughts about it, you can then easily come to a place of calm and stable. And adjust your thoughts easily. And adjust your story easily. And then get what you want. If you believed it was real, you negatively react. But you don't believe it's real. Why? Because it's not your end result of you having your desire and being with them. A different example. I once needed a cosigner, so I decided what I wanted. A cosigner. I said my core story that says, I say what I want and it happens. I always get what I want. Said what I wanted and saw myself as having it. Then when the person I asked said, nope, can't do it, I didn't react, get upset, or argue. I knew that wasn't my end result of me having them as a cosigner. So I ignored it. Because had a knowing it would happen, because my initial thoughts said so. We even were at the bank for another reason, and they flat out said to me, while we were here, I'm not going to co-sign for you if that's what you think we are here for. They said the opposite thing right to me, right? But I just ignored it. This is a circumstance. It's anything that seems in the way or anything that seems to be saying no to what you want. And knowing it can happen anyway, because your thoughts create. And so your wanted story of the desire for it creates. So you remain set in that thought that no matter what shows up and seems against it, you ignore it and keep positive thoughts and stories about your desire until it manifests. While we were there, I got a form for a cosigner, and later at home, they decided to do it and cosign for me. So circumstances aren't pushing against anything or making people do stuff. It's always thoughts first, and the rest follows. Then if you persist, they think it's their idea. Oh yes, actually I can cosign for you. Oh, actually yes, I do want to be with you and commit. Oh yes, it's my idea to leave that other person I'm dating and be with you. Anything that is not your end result of you having what you want doesn't matter, and if observed and not reacted to, makes it powerless and disappear, where then your wanted desire can happen. So what would this look like? First you do my manifestation method. You decide what you want. You say this core phrase. I say what I want, it happens. I always get what I want. I want, and the thing you want. Then as you do, you'd see yourself as having it. It given to you, or with you. Or know by saying what you want, it'll happen, and you will have it. The having of it. You then let it be and return to the present moment. You include in it how you want to say it once, how you want it to come to you or happen instantly. You say it once or twice a day at first to make it dominant in your mind. But you don't overdo it and say it a ton over and over, dramatically, because that equals doubt, worry, and not having it, and bad thoughts about it. You then let it be and leave it on a positive thought. If it comes to mind again during the day, have little reminders like, it's happening. My thoughts create, and so that thought I said will happen. I know I will have it. Then maybe that's where circumstances come up, or appear, or seem in your way. Then that's where you don't react. Observe it, and be unbothered by it, knowing that it can shift and change. And that all you have to do is go back to your thoughts, adjust it, and let it be again. Then it changes, or the person changes and does what your story said, and thinks it's their idea. Or then it happens and manifests. A random quick example of this, which you can apply to any desire at all, is, let's say you want a new dog and you're younger and live at home. The same method can apply to any desire at all, big or small. You decide what you want. You want a new dog. You say your core story. I say what I want, it happens. I always get what I want. I want a new dog now. Or if you want a specific dog, you add more in your wanted story. Like, I want a new dog that is this type, and style, and brand, and color, and type. Or this price, and can get it at a close by location. Then you say, I want manifesting a new dog to be easy for me. So easy. I want to say this desire once and for it to happen now. I want to see instant results now. I want to see evidence of this now. I want my new dog to be visible now. I want my new dog in my arms now. See and feel yourself as having it, or know you will have it. Why will you have it for sure? Because your thoughts create, and so that is a thought that creates and happens. Left on a positive thought, this manifests fast and easy. Then let's say a circumstance comes up. Your parents say, not getting a dog. It's too loud. Too much to pay for. You observe that. Don't react and not get upset. That's a circumstance that doesn't matter. Not reacting to them saying no dog equals making that circumstance powerless. Then you leave it on a positive thought again to ensure it's left as positive. Maybe something like, I want a new dog anyway. My thoughts create. I say what I want and it happens. I always get what I want. I want a dog now. I want a dog now. It's happening. I have it and will have it. Leave it on a positive thought. Let it be. Return to the present moment and do other things. Maybe your parents end up watching a show on dogs and it makes them want one. Maybe a friend of theirs gets a new dog and they visit and realize how cute it is and want one. Then they think it's their idea. Yes, we can get a new dog. We can have one. The how, when, or where doesn't matter. Your thoughts is all that matters. If you keep your thoughts positive about your desire, no matter what comes up, then things shift and change and you get your desire. You will have it. It takes practice to be aware of your thoughts and remember not to react. To remember, it's always that you return to your own thoughts to change things. But this is the exact way and method that you can manifest anything. Replace the dog with money, with a new boyfriend or girlfriend, with your ex that you want back, with a specific person. Your thoughts are the key. Find the right thoughts. Make a good wanted story of your desire that makes you see and feel the having of your desire. If said and left on a positive thought, that manifests it. Any circumstances that show up or appear in the way don't matter because you can change it. You are unbothered by it. Because you did the method. You saw yourself as having it. And until you have it, nothing else between matters. Comment below. Circumstances don't matter. Please be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.